Bayer and Monsanto. Hey there. So Bayer and Monsanto are merging, and it reminded me of the time you mentioned an article where Bayer admitted to knowing and allowing the distribution of some AIDS-infected. Found the article. Well, this sounds official. First of all, it came from me, and then you described the article, the subject of the article as AIDS-infected. Well, let's check out the link. It is from CBSNews.com. So, all right, Bayer admits it paid millions in HIV infection cases, just not in English. Oh, my God. Dude, I swear to God, at what point, how much money do you have to pay politicians where they feel like they have enough money and they don't need the corporate dollar and that they can actually start to dismantle or restructure these corporations? These corporations are going to kill us. Not ISIS, not fucking the Russians, none of this fucking shit. All right? When I say kill us, I mean no human beings left are going to be the result of because of corporations. All right? And how they view people, how they view the environment, how they view money, and their whole idea of what is worth. I mean, I've just never heard a corporation ever being like, you know what, the cost to innocent people or the environment is too high for us to do that. Maybe they do. It'd be refreshing if you have an article like that wasn't actually written by someone from that corporation that's lying. All right. To read the English-speaking media, you'd never know that Bayer just paid tens of millions of dollars to end a 3-decade-long scandal in which the company sold HIV-contaminated blood products to hemophiliacs, thousands of whom later died of AIDS. They just killed thousands of fucking people. Or admitted to it. But that doesn't mean they actually said that they did it. You know, that fucking legal thing. Ironically, Bayer's new hemophilia iPhone app got some coverage, as did Bayer's hemophilia research grant. I don't know, they're covering their tracks to the University of Florida. Go Gators. But you have to pick through the French and Italian news media to find out that Bayer is finally writing checks to people who got AIDS, or got HIV that turned into AIDS, in the 1980s. The Qatar biological unit of Bayer ignored federal law to recruit prisoners, intravenous drug users, and high-risk gay men as donors. Oh, they ignored that. Of the blood Qatar then used to make factor 8 and 9, the clotting product that hemophiliacs need in order to not bleed to death. Oh, so they pulled a Belichick where they were like, all right, you guys are all filming the team on the sidelines. You can no longer do that. And they just ignored it. All right, the German group Bayer and 3 other labs will pay tens of millions of euros to hemophiliacs who accused them of having sold in the 1980s blood products contaminated with HIV. A source close to the deal told them. So was it that they knew that it had HIV in it, or did they just went to high-risk people to get blood? The figure of tens of millions of euros in compensation is not totally wrong. She added, Bayer and the U.S. company Baxter are the 2 main parties to the agreement, she said. A company spokesperson said, however, the company accepts no responsibility in this case and continues to insist it had always acted responsibly and ethically. That's how they get out of it. It's like, all right, we'll admit that we did that shit if you say it wasn't our fault and that we always behaved above board. You know what that's like? That's like when they send somebody to jail, an innocent person to jail, and then they're like, all right, we're going to let you out, but the only way we can let you out is if you sign this paper saying you won't sue us because we fucked up. Anyways, found the article. I just read some of it. They're still in business, though. Bayer's still in business. Can't bring down Bayer. That's our medicine. But maybe our food supply? Nope. Then you got, I don't know what this guy's talking about now. Then you got Monsanto, who can't be sued because Obama signed that law saying that you can't sue Monsanto. Now they're a super team. Corporations are like NBA teams, huh? You got room in the chopper for me, Bill? This guy was all over the place. All right. And why did Obama sign that? Why did he sign that bill, everybody? Is it because he's a libertard snowflake or whatever people get, wears a blue tie? Or is it because he's grossly underpaid for his fucking job? And I bet those guys funded his fucking campaign, so then he had to do them a solid. It's all the same shit. They all make $500,000 a year and then come out of office worth hundreds of millions or whatever, fucking 70, 80 million bucks. How does that happen, everybody? Although recently I saw Bill Clinton, when that fucking piece of shit brought up the Me Too thing, you know, with Monica Lewinsky. I love how they tried to make that a Me Too thing. You know what I mean? It's like she was in her 20s. She was a college graduate. She never learned that that's what I was saying on stage. She never learned that you shouldn't blow a married guy in his house with his wife and kid down the fucking hall. She didn't know that. Now she's coming back being, I was influenced by his power and I was a little whoopie boopie poopie. Get the fuck out of here. You were a driven young adult who somehow in your 20s got a job in the fucking White House, okay? You weren't some dope he found at a bus station. Hi, Nia.
Hi.
Let's talk about that Monica Lewinsky thing where now she's trying to like turn it around that he used his power and influence. It's like you were a college graduate working in the White House, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we had dealt with all of that already.
I know, and he got punished for it. But in that thing, he said, Clinton was like, I left the White House, I was $16 million in debt. You know what I mean? He's like, if that's true, I think he's the only fucking president that ever did that. Oh, jeez. She's getting ready for nap time.
It's nap
all right.
Time, yeah.
Big band drumming. Dear Bill, I'm 17 years old and I play drums every day. That's awesome. It's my life and I'm in every band. Jazz, concert, and marching. Good man. And I play percussion for the chorus and for the school plays. Kenny Aronoff is my hero. Well, I was going to say that sounds like his autobiography. How he started out. Thank you for that dream interview. I have it on a playlist with music. That's how much I listen to it. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. You know, Nia, not for nothing. People say I actually do a good interview.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. From Kenny Aronoff to Danica Patrick to my lovely wife. You know?
You're killing it.
I set you guys up.
And then you knock them down.
No, I let you guys, you know. I lob it over the plate. I learned that by going on Conan. That's what he does. Him and Andrew, they just lob it over to you. All right, Andy Richter. My dad was telling me about the ska movement in the 90s. I just watched Swingers and discovered this band, Squirrel Nut Zippers.
The Squirrel Nut Zippers. Oh my God! Wow.
Takes you back to your college days.
It does.
It's really takes me back to my early 30s. No, I was in my late 20s. It's really different than anything I've heard. I discovered that I don't like all ska, but I like these guys because it's more big band than ska. I really think you enjoy the drumming. It's really a cool mix between big band drumming, punk, and almost some Primus-type drumming stuff because of the tom work. Did you ever get into any of that? I remember that Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and that type of stuff. I liked it a little bit, but I was a little too old at that point. That was actually kids' music to me. This is what our lovely daughter does before her afternoon nap. She screams bloody murder and then falls asleep. No, then talks to herself when she calms down and then falls asleep. Anyways, I doubt this will get read because it's too nerdy, but maybe, just maybe. Thanks for the laughs, old Billy Rimshot. No, I like all that stuff. I mean, I liked when Robert Plant was... Jesus. I liked when Robert Plant did the Honey Drippers thing with Paul Schaefer. I've always liked big bands and that type of stuff, and I really like the way all of that music is, the Squirrel Nut Zippers and all that. I just like the way it was produced. It sounded really live, and also, you know, when you get that many people in a band and they can all play, it's always sounds great. So
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was also in Swingers.
Oh, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was also in Swingers? Oh, okay. Yeah. I did not know that.
There's a band at the end where John Favreau goes.
Oh, yeah.
And he's dancing with Heather Graham.
Oh, yeah. They were great. They are great, I should say, right? What, did they figure out how to play? All right. Mm-hmm. Being rude to wait staff. All right.
Don't even.
Hey there, Billy Bath Salts. You're recently talking about Nia being slightly rude to waitstaff.
Oh, come on.
And it made me... the word got cut off. A podcast I heard years back about raising kids. Essentially, a group of economists gave their opinions on what you can and can't change in children, supported with studies and evidence. One person suggests, with evidence, that there are only a small number of habits that kids pick up from their parents. Those habits are drinking alcohol, smoking, and how we treat others, wait staff, family, etc. Well, those are kind of big things. As a former bartender who's dealt with incredibly rude patrons, I would love to hear you and Nia debate if she is actually being rude or not. If she feels she's not being rude, would she be okay if she saw her daughter treating a family member the way she treats waitstaff? Absolutely she would. Love Nia. Can't wait to hear her thoughts. Here's a link to a podcast. As a new dad, I think you'll dig it. Have a great summer, and I hope you get sunburned, you son of a bitch. Nia, do you feel, as an influencer, why can't you just influence them to make better service?
I am not rude. If something goes wrong, I just let them know. And I'm direct about it. I'm not like, I'm so sorry, I asked for such and such. I don't do that, because what am I apologizing for? I'm like, no, I ordered this. Can you change it? Thank you. That's it. What do I have to, it's like you want me to fucking blow the waiter because he did something wrong. Like, he should be blowing me.
No, I'm just saying you could throw a little sugar on it in the end.
I feel like I'm very sugary. I'm not like, no, this is terrible. Take it back right now. Like, no, it's not like that.
You did one time, it was cold, and you said, can you have them go back and heat this up? And they said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And you're like, yeah, because it's like, yeah. As they went to take it away, and I was just like, Jesus. You remember everybody was at the table like, God damn, Nia.
No, everybody. Who was everybody at the table was like, God damn, Nia, what a bitch.
Your family.
No.
That didn't happen?
Nope. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. So maybe it did happen, but like, what am I supposed to do?
That didn't happen. I don't remember it. Maybe it did happen. That was hilarious. What the fuck was that? That didn't happen. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe it did happen.
I don't recall ever behaving in such a manner that it would be like so. People would be so freaked out.
You're adorable.
Okay.
Even when you lie.